Hannah, you were out of the hospital today.
Yes. I'm just getting ready.
I'm working so I can't pick you up. You can go home by yourself, right?
Mom will pick me up. She told me to come straight home.
Oh, what? I didn't hear anything about that.
I just got the call. Mom and Dad are mad at you about the burns. They said the scars on my face will last forever, so...
Don't feel bad about that. I didn't do it on purpose.
I know that.
Right? It's your fault that's sitting in the wrong place in the first place.
You blame me?
You're the one who sat with your legs out while people were carrying pots and pans. It's disturbing, isn't it?
I was just sitting there as usual. It's not like I was in a weird place. I think Leo was carrying it while watching TV and tripped over it.
No. It was because you were in the way. I mean, your relatives annoy me.
Annoying? Why?
They want me to divorce you. Your father even grabbed me. Isn't that a crime? Why am I getting blamed for this?
My parents told me to get a divorce too. They've been telling me for a while.
What? Since when?
Soon after we got married.
Why?
People got worried. After watching our conversation and stuff like that.
Conversation?
People would ask me, "Is your husband always this cold?" They thought I was being treated badly by you. Seems like everyone was thinking of it.
What the hell is that? What did I do?
You're so quick to make fun of me. Not only my relatives, but also my friends.
They're all saying whatever they want.
You call me stupid and useless.
Isn't it true? You're a defective woman who can't even do decent housework. So you were joining them and saying bad things about me behind my back too. I don't understand why I'm being blamed for that.
No matter how to me, I had no intention of leaving you. But this time, I understand what the parents are saying. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel sad. My relatives say they'd force me to get a divorce.
I see. I don't care if we get a divorce. I don't. If I saw your face right now, I would be turned off.
Turned off?
Because you look like a monster. I'd be scared to death if I saw you at night. And it's just weird to be with you. If I can get a divorce, it's just a good time.
A monster?
I can't live with a woman who looks like that. I wouldn't even want to spend the night with you. If I can't see you as a woman, what's the point of being married to you?
I was burned because of your carelessness. You think it's not your fault that I look like this? But then you dump me without taking any responsibility?
Your relatives want a divorce too. If that's what you want, so be it.
You said it's a good time. You were going to get a divorce even if my family didn't tell you to.
Well, I can't deny that possibility. Your face is so ugly right now.
How dare! How can you say such a terrible thing? What do you think I am?
Well, you're mad at me too, right? Then you don't have to force yourself to stay in the marriage, do you? Let's go our separate ways.
Well, you're already completely willing to separate. Then there's no point in talking anymore.
When you take your stuff, sign the divorce papers while you're at it. It's too much work to mail it. Oh, you'll have to get the divorce papers.
I feel like an idiot. Now I understand what my parents were saying. I don't know why I hung on to someone like you.
Hey, how are you? It's been a while.
What, Leo?
It's been 5 years since then.
What's going on? You haven't contacted me since the divorce. Anything happen?
Well, I haven't talked to you in a while, so I thought I'd give you a call.
Make it quick.
What's with the attitude? I contacted you for the first time in a long time, so you should be happy for more.
Why should I? So, what do you want to talk about?
That's a story that makes you happy.
Happy about what?
I called you because I'm thinking of remarrying you. You're probably still single anyway. How's that sound? Happy?
What do you mean? I thought you didn't like my face. Why are you asking me to remarry now?
Actually, I got an illness. I've got diabetes and all that stuff. I go to the hospital every week.
You've had a rough life. I knew you were gonna get ill someday.
I didn't have a rough life.
You were the type that didn't eat, only drink. And you drink a lot. It's the worst for you, right?
Well, that's alright. I want a wife so bad right now.
What?
I've been with a lot of different women over the past 5 years, but they all ran away. They're all a mess, aren't they?
That's because you don't treat women well.
What's wrong with me?
You have nothing but bad things to say. What do you mean you want a wife when you get ill? You want your wife to take care of you?
It's hard when I'm fighting the illness alone. You know, these are things I want you to buy for me while I'm in the hospital. Besides, there's always personal care and stuff.
You must be mistaking women for housekeepers or something. Marriage partners aren't that convenient. You've been with a lot of people in your life. Why are you telling me this?
You're just perfect for that. And now that I think about it, you have the most guts.
But we're already divorced.
But you can't get married forever anyway.
Forever?
You look like a monster. No man would marry you with a face like that. So I'll take you back for it. I'm so sweet, aren't I?
Why would I remarry you? My parents and relatives won't allow it. They wanted to divorce you for 5 years ago. There's no way they'd let you remarry.
That being said, it's better than being single all the time. If they don't like it, just cut them off.
I don't want to do that.
Why not? I hate your relatives because they annoy me. Cut them off.
They are my dearest relatives. I'm not going to cut them off. And I'm not remarrying you.
Why not? It's not a bad deal for you either. You don't want to be single forever.
I'm a wiser man now. I'm not the same person I was then. I will not remarry you who do not care for me.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're not in a position to choose. If you miss this opportunity, you'll never get married.
I don't want to go back to my old life. I'd rather be single forever than remarry you.
What the hell, man? I'm telling you this in good faith.
How can I remarry someone who calls me a monster? You haven't changed at all since 5 years ago. You think I'm an idiot.
I'm just telling you the truth.
That's what's not good about you.
Don't be so silly. Just get married again. Just come back to me.
I won't.
If you don't do what I say, you'll pay for it. Pay for it. I'll find your house and I'll ambush you. Until you shake your head.
Well...
You remember I've been boxing all my life, right? You're so easy to twist.
Are you threatening me?
I'm telling you to realize what you're up against. Don't turn me down for being a monster. Don't get cocky or I'll kick your ass.
Why you want to remarry so badly? But I can't decide right now. I have to explain this to relatives, so please give me more time.
Okay. I'll call you tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's too soon. Give me 3 days.
I don't have a choice. I'll call you in 3 days. I'm counting on you. Well, it's been 3 days. Let me hear your answer. You only have one choice, though.
Right. There's only one option. I will not remarry you.
You're still saying that?
That's the only way to think about it, right? I can't conclude that I will remarry you.
You're still single, right? Why don't you grow up and remarry me? There's no one who will take a defective woman with a face like a monster. Or are you going to be single and lonely for the rest of your life?
I have a message for you.
From who? From those annoying relatives?
You don't have to come to work from tomorrow.
What? Where that message comes from?
My husband. I hear you're being fired.
Husband? What do you mean fired?
The executives at your company promised my husband that they would fire you, so I guess you could just say your boss gave me a message.
Wait a minute. Husband? My company? What the hell have you been saying all this time?
I never said I was single, did I? That I could never remarry? It's just your imagination.
What's my imagination? There's no way a woman like you can get married. Do you understand what you were talking about?
Unfortunately, I already married again 3 years ago. He was a student of my father's when he was a professor.
No way.
I was surprised too. 3 days ago, I told my husband about your threats. He was so furious he did some research to sue you. And it turns out you're an employee of one of our clients.
You've got to be kidding me. That's a big client. I can think of a few companies off the top of my head. I don't know anything about the CEO.
We know everything now. So my husband told your company. The people at your company were in panic. If my husband cancels a contract with your company, that's a big problem, right?
That would probably be bad.
I heard it would cost tens of millions of dollars in damages. Well, I'm sure they will be in a panic. If it goes wrong, the company falls apart.
I didn't threaten anyone. To sue me is going too far.
You said if I didn't remarry, you'd kick my ass. That's a fine threat. I filed a damage report.
You're overreacting. We're an ex-couple. If I say something that goes a little too far, let it go.
What's up with being an ex-husband and wife? I have a very painful past. I've suffered a lot because of you. This threat is not to be ignored this time. This burn on my face is your fault.
You didn't do it on purpose.
Because of your carelessness. And you called me a monster. Isn't that an insult or slander? My husband says he'll never forgive you, but says he'll beat the shit out of you.
But that doesn't mean he won't file a damage report and tell the company. That's a bit much.
I think your company would be happy to get rid of you rather than break the relationship with my husband's company. Threaten the wife of the CEO of an important business partner. That means it's an act that's very detrimental to the company's interests. Isn't that reason enough to fire you?
Wait a minute. I've been getting a lot of calls from the company. Seriously?
Yeah, right? They're serious.
I don't know what's going to happen to my life. I don't want to be unemployed or have an ex-conviction record.
If you want me to drop the claim, you'll have to settle the case. I won't drop the claim until you pay me the fee I'm demanding. You don't have a choice. I heard you've officially been fired. So the company cut you off after all. I knew it.
Thanks to you, I'm unemployed. What am I going to do now? I'm fighting an illness, so it's hard to find a job. Who would hire a person with a serious illness on a full-time basis?
You'll just have to do your best to find out.
You said it's just like it's somebody else's problem. Well, it's none of your business.
My husband won't hold your company responsible any longer. It's your fault, not theirs. But he won't drop the case against you personally.
I've been fired, so I have had enough payback.
I also have a burn marked against you. This can't possibly be enough.
Are you really that Hannah? You've changed completely. She used to be so quiet and gentle.
Since I remarried my husband, I've changed. I've become more confident in myself. I can express my feelings better now than when I was with you.
Hannah, I'm sorry. My attitude was wrong.
Are you finally going to apologize? It's too late for an apology.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I forced you to remarry. But I was ill and I couldn't have enough room either. You need to understand that.
Using illness as an excuse?
In fact, my illness is serious. I'm treating, but instead of getting better, it's getting worse and worse. It's more painful than anything else. I lost my mind and I just made a heartless comment.
This isn't the first time that you've made heartless comments. Even before you got ill, you were a terrible person. The only reason you are the worst person is that your nature is corrupt, and not because of the illness.
Was I that bad?
You never understand it anyway. You don't really feel sorry for what you did. You just want me to drop the lawsuit.
That's not true.
As your ex-wife, I understand your character. You will never be rehabilitated. The real monster is you, with your ugly heart. My ex-husband paid $20,000 in alimony and we settled. He has been laid off from the company and flat broke. He can't work long hours because his illness is getting worse and worse. And because of that, he can't seem to find a job. A year after the divorce, I heard a rumor that her ex-husband has been told his life expectancy is limited. Now that time has passed, I don't know if he's alive or dead. But I don't think I want to know. My husband and I still get along with each other. When I'm with him, I don't care about the scars on my face. I have found true love.
Your wife is pregnant with my baby, so I'll take her. Brother, what have you been doing all this time? What the hell are you talking about? Your wife, Sarah, is pregnant now, right? Yes, but I'm the father of the baby and Sarah's going to be my wife. What are you talking about? I'm the father of the baby. You haven't slept with her over a year, and how can you do that? Do you think a stork brought the baby to you? I have slept with her. Where is this bullshit coming from? Of course, it's from Sarah. She says married life with you is boring. She said she's only fulfilled when she's with me, you know? I don't get it. Is the woman are you talking about really Sarah? It's no wonder. I mean, a short bob with shiny hair is pretty as an adult, and the pink diamond earrings looked great on her. What? Her new clothes are great too. Light blue blouse and beige skirt. I love the beret. It's so autumnal. How did you know that? Of course, we're very close. I even know about Sarah's mole on her belly. They're 3 in a row. So cute. She doesn't have a mole on her belly. Oops, I'm sorry. I've proven that I know every inch of her body better than you do. What's the proof? I don't believe you. You're so smug. Something of yours really disgusts me. You haven't changed at all. I'm talking to you. You're just having fun by interrupting me. Our parents are crying in heaven. We should get along as brothers. How dare you? You were all smiling and taking about money at their funerals. Crying won't change anything. Resignation is the first lesson of life. I was just trying to talk some positive things. Talking about money at the funeral is a positive thing to you? That's what I'm talking about. That's the same thing in this case too. Resignation is the first lesson of life, so get a divorce with her soon. You're hopeless. Whatever you say to me, it's not gonna happen. I don't believe what you said. Keep on talking. I can't wait to see your frustrated face. She's not the kind of woman who'd fall in love with you. She's too good for you. She works so hard and so sweet to me that makes me feel like addicted to her. You know her job too? I mean, she's programming at Staccato Trading, right? Why? I told you we're close. You should sign the divorce papers. I'm busy. Wait a minute. Hey, bro. I haven't received a message from my brother in a while, but I didn't expect a declaration of plunder. I'm Sean, 32 years old, company employed. My parents were passed away about 5 years ago in an accident. My brother Ken disappeared as soon as he got the insurance money. Since then, I haven't heard from him. I was surprised by the sudden messages and its content. As you can see in the message, he is self-centered and a strongly opinionated personality. When I was a student, a girl he liked seemed to like me, and ever since, he just do a bunch of backhanded harassment. It seems like he has a hobby of annoying me. But as far as Sarah is concerned, I'm not backing down. That night, I had a talk with Sarah, and then I found shocking reality. I'm getting married to Sarah. What? What are you talking about? Yesterday, I gave her my marriage certificate with my section filed out and she was crying and happy. It's not possible. Are you out of your mind? You're the one who needs to face reality. Sarah is doing the process right now. I'm bored while I was waiting, so I thought I'd update you on what's going on. No, seriously, I don't get it. Even if that were true, that you and Sarah were to register your marriage, I'm married to her, so there's no way they'd accept it. What? Don't be complicated. It looks like we've got something made. That's not possible. Anyway, have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood? What do you mean? I'm just wondering if you're in trouble. I got a note in the mailbox that said, "Stalker, get out." People saying nasty things to you by passing. Oh, it's going well. That's what I expected, or even better. You did? What did you do? Like Sarah is forced by me to bring her here, or you're telling everyone that I'm pretending on a good guy and I'm actually a stalker. You're doing it with all your might. Screw you. Why you lie like that? Because it's fun. What? Well, that's half of it. The other half is greeting the neighbors. I'm really her husband. That's enough. If you step down clean, I'll at least correct some of it. What the hell are you thinking? That's not normal. Okay, you don't know your place, do you? If you still want to hang on her, I'll contact company. Hey, what are you going to do? That you embezzling or that you're having an affair with a coworker? Don't do anything bad. You're full of lies. I didn't do such a thing. Well, I guess that depends on how the people hear it. The company is not that time to believe a tip from someone they don't even know. No one will take you seriously. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. People are attracted to interesting rumors. It's going to be hard to do my job. Rumors are going to spread on its own. They trust me at work, so I'll be fine. You saw how the neighbors reacted. You seem to have been polite every day, but what happened after I said a few words? Well, trust is something that can be easily ruined by the tiniest of things. And if you don't want that happen, you know what I'm saying. You're telling me to back off. Are you threatening me? That's what I'm saying. You know what, brother? Don't even try. You're gonna lose everything. I can't stop it. You're the only one who's going to lose everything because I'm going to be super happy with sweet honey Sarah. Oh yeah, I don't care what happens to you. The procedure is done. The marriage register has been accepted without incident. Today is the anniversary of the plunder. You have the worst taste in naming things. You should be happy that Sarah and I are now a married couple, you ex-husband. Happy-go-lucky person. Did someone say the marriage certificate won't be accepted? I didn't have any trouble with that. Don't you realize something wrong with it yet? Now we get the $5 million from the fortune of Sarah's died parents. What fortune are you talking about? Her parents were very wealthy people. I'm gonna take all the money. I'm with them now. What? Are you visiting on their graves? They're both fine and they're not wealthy. I understand your frustration, but don't lie. It's a true story. I don't know where to begin. Oh, well, you're still at the city office, right? I heard there's still some procedures to go through. She's working on it. Well, you are free right now, right? Go get a copy of the family register. What? Why would I? Don't you want to see her name on the family register as your wife? Oh, I'd love to see that. I'll go get it. What's this? The wife column isn't Sarah. Who's Meg? What is going on? I've told you many times, it's not possible that she is not Sarah. I'm with her at the city office right now. Sarah is right next to me. What? The one with you is a fake. It's not Sarah. Bullshit. I saw her at her parents' funeral. You only saw her 5 years ago. But you were surprised because I knew that she was wearing what she works, wasn't I? You were perfect right. I don't think Sarah would cheat on me, but I'd be surprised if I got it right. But she doesn't have a mole on her belly, didn't I tell you? You told me, but I thought you just didn't know about it. When she was changing in the locker room, Sarah saw 3 moles on Meg's belly. Who the hell is Meg? I don't understand. First of all, she said her name was Sarah. Of course she would say that. She's Sarah's stalker. What? It seems she started to admire her, then it got escalated. She started with the same clothes, shoes, bag, and hairstyle, and she even got plastic surgery. No. She was her coworker and take care of her at first. It's creepy, but when she gets to this point... Shit, I was fooled. You mistakenly approached her as Sarah, and she must have been pretty happy for that. It really sucks. I mean, even though I'm good looking, she was falling in love with me under a fake name. You're still a narcissist in this situation. Aren't you worried about Meg's background and true purpose? I'm the one she is after, right? Even if she's trying to hold me together because I'm after Sarah, but no way. So what are you going to do? Well, too good to throw away $5 million. I can marry her. It's amazing in some ways that you're still misunderstanding it. Is there more? You won't listen to me, so watch this. A screenshot of the WhatsApp from Meg to Sarah last night.
Sarah, your outfit today was really cute too! Why were you wearing the same clothes as me? I quit Instagram or other social media. That's the new fall collection, right? I saw you shopping with your husband yesterday. I bought the same one right away. Were you following me? I heard you talking about you will wear it tomorrow, so I wore it today too. We matched perfectly, didn't we? I'm not happy about it. You smile and laugh like a little girl in front of your husband. A different expression from the company. I wish you would turn it towards me, too. Stop it. I even had plastic surgery and I look just like you, right? But Sean, even if I pretended you, he says at first sight and says, "You're not Sarah." Isn't he terrible? Don't call him Sean. Why are you talking to him? Are you jealous? Sarah, you're too cute. Don't worry about it. The only person I love is you. I wish I could just eat you. That's not what I meant. Please stop it. I'm scared of you. Hey, listen to me. I met my boyfriend today. He's the father of my baby. Well, I'm glad for you. Don't worry about me and spend more time with him. You're going to be a mother. Yes, you're both pregnant women and become a mother. What? No way. Because I got pregnant? That's why you got a boyfriend and got pregnant? Of course. I want to be the same with you, Sarah. I can't believe it. You got pregnant for that reason? What the hell do you think life is all about? I feel sorry for your boyfriend. He believes me as you. I date him as Sarah. Are you kidding me? I'm married to Sean already. When I'm with him, I became Sarah. I'm super happy. You're crazy. Tell your boyfriend the truth. You love him, don't you? Not so much. He believed the lie that my dead parents are very wealthy and their assets will come to us, and he was super eager to have a baby. Why am I supposed to go out with a guy like that? I have Sean. Don't involve me in this. Angry and troubled faces are both adorable. You know what? I have big news. I'm sure you will be overjoyed. What? Today, my boyfriend proposed to me. My husband is actually Sean's brother, Ken. What? I'm getting registered or married tomorrow so I can have the same surname as you, and I can officially be sisters with you. Oh no, no way. This is the only way to become sisters with you is to get married to Ken. Actually, Ken asked me out first. I was thinking that since you got pregnant and I was thinking I should have one too, it was just at the same time. Isn't it amazing? I got pregnant right away so our kids are the same age. I guess it's fate for you and I. Please don't do this, please. I can't do this anymore. We'll have a baby together, raise it together, wear matching parent-child outfits to the park, go to cafes, go shopping. I'm with you all the way, sis. No.
What the hell, this woman? That's so crazy. I guess I'd better show you the truth. You were not going to listen to you. So, what about the acid? Is that a lie too? That's what I know. That bitch. If someone says there's $5 million in inheritances, surely I'd jump on board. You never been to Meg's house. You thought she was Sarah. I thought she lived at your place. I heard Meg's house is a shitty apartment, so if you've been there, you would have known it was a lie right away. There were so many other ways to spot a lie. Hey, I'm the victim here. What's with that tone? I won't forgive Meg for scaring Sarah, but that doesn't make you a victim. You were going to get close to Sarah to loot her. I failed in the end, forgive me. Who would think this happened? There's no way you'd get so excited about her inheritance that you'd register a marriage without checking the background of the person you're getting married to. That's what you deserve. That's so cold. Your brother is in trouble. I am divorcing that woman. I'm suing her for marriage fraud. Do you have money for a lawyer? I mean... Well, knowing you, you must have spent all your money thinking you were going to get the inheritance, right? How'd you know? I've sent those specialized lawyers on TV lately. Free law firms, right? You're only adjusting the words to suit your need. There's no such thing as a free law firm. Oh, there aren't any? What they do on TV is a debt reduction. I heard they take a success fee for it as well. They ain't pro bono. Seriously, shit. You're the father of the baby. You have responsible for it. Both are trying to take advantage of each other. You guys are perfect for each other in a way. I hate that woman. You said she is your sweet honey, isn't she? She ain't no sweet honey. What are you going to do about Meg? You won't forgive her, right? Sarah is suffering pretty serious. We will file a victim's report and make sure she pays it under the law. You're going to hire a lawyer? I intend to. I even have a demand for compensation for the money. Alrighty, so Lucky, please take care of my marriage scam while you're on this too. Impossible. How can I defend both the perpetrator and the victim? What? I don't think you understand, but I'll file a victim report for you too. What? Why? You lied to my neighbors. That's defamation, which is a crime. Oh, and threatening is a crime too. I apologize for that. You're my brother. You don't have to apologize. I'm done with you. What are you talking about? You don't want to have a no genetic family, do you? I don't want someone like you in my family. My family is enough with Sarah and my parents-in-law. Wait, I'm in serious trouble. It's so you're being a stranger. I can be heartlessly ruthless to make a decision. Please reconsider, yes? Please. You and your wife will pay for what you guys did. I'm hanging up now. I'm busy with the police and lawyers. Hold on, you're all I've got. Just help me. Don't you ever come near our family again. Please, hey, Sean, don't block me. Soon after that, I filed a police report. They were arrested and fined. I've also consulted a lawyer and filed a claim for compensation for defamation. In addition, Meg was found to be so vicious with the restraining order has been issued against Sarah. They ended up staying married. Meg has huge debts, in part because of the cost of purchases and plastic surgery. She also originally has debts from gambling. They are living together to make their life a little easier. Meg's parents have taken in their child and are raising a baby with love and care, her parents making them pay child support as a responsibility to both of them. On that day when I insulted myself from Ken, I actually went to Sarah's parents for advice, and after thinking about it, we decided to move near my parents-in-law's house. Sarah quit her job and lived a peaceful life. Also, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. I will protect my family as best as I can.
Is this the correct number for Emily? I'm Matthew's fiancée, Suzanne. I'm sorry for asking him for your number without your permission. Thank you for serving me a home-cooked dish at your parents' house. Suzanne, good to hear from you. Thanks for texting me. How was the food? I heard you don't have any allergies. Was there anything you don't like? Actually, I don't like vegetables much, but don't worry about it. It's not like I can eat them. I see. Then from next time, I'll cook less vegetable. I'm sorry for being so selfish. I'm an adult now, and I think I should be able to eat them. Everyone has likes and dislikes. It's better to eat what you think tastes good than to force yourself to eat what you don't like. You are a wonderful person, as I would expect from Matthew's sister. No, I'm just asking because I have dislikes too. Well, you know the thing we were talking about during dinner. You don't live at your parents' house now, right? I heard you were living there until recently, so... Yes, I moved out. It's kind of near though. Are you living with someone by any chance? You're also planning to get married? No, not like that. I just can't stand to be an unmarried person who is over 30 and still living with parents. I guess it's nothing to worry about at this point. I just thought I'd try living on my own for a while. I see. If you're also getting married, I thought all three of you siblings would get married. I heard your sister Melissa will get married soon. That's right. That's why we're in a celebration mood right now. But it's surprising that my brother and sister are going to get married at almost the same time. Because of that, I think my mom tells me to get married less than before. I'm grateful to my sister and her husband, and you and my brother. But isn't it about time for you to get married too? You can't be alone forever. Maybe it's common for people to get married, but I'm not that concerned about it. You're not thinking about the future. I'm kind of thinking about it, I guess. Oh, I'm fine. I'm not thinking about having my brother or you to take care of me in the future. I'm not going to ask anything that will cause you trouble. No, I just felt it's a shame. A shame? Your food was delicious and I thought you'd be a good wife. You seem like a family person. A family person? My family is angry at me for doing only what I like. You don't have a boyfriend. Actually, we broke up last year. Sorry to hear that. I know I'm rude. I'm sorry for asking so many questions. I have a bad habit of saying out loud what I think. I'm sure Matthew will get angry with me. It's okay. It's all true. I've already sorted it out in my mind. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry for chatting so long. No, it was nice to hear from you. I may be an unreliable sister-in-law, but if you ever need help, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, thank you very much. Well then, good night. Hello, Suzanne. I heard from my brother. You guys have decided the wedding date. Congratulations on your marriage. Yes, thank you, Emily. The ceremony is in 6 months, right? Yes, I'm sorry the ceremony is so close to Melissa's wedding. Wedding is in a row. That's too much, isn't it? It's fine. I'm glad to be able to celebrate. Anyway, good luck on your wedding preparations. Yes, thank you. By the way, you were the other day when we went to your parents' house to bring the souvenir from our trip. Did you come all the way to see us? I didn't have any plan that day. My mom called me to help her clean out the storage room. Oh, I see. But it was a weekday. What about your work? Me and Matthew took our day off, but... Oh, you haven't heard from my brother. Actually, I work from home. I can make time while I work, so my mom uses me often. Oh, I heard these are more and more people who work from home now. But it's amazing that you can make enough money at home. Well, I'm single. I'm just taking it easy. But when you're in your 30s, you spend a lot of money, don't you? Having valuable things and people around you will start living with your family, so don't you get worried about your future? I'm self-employed, so yeah. It's not like I don't get nervous, but I'm thinking about it. Plus, I'm not really into brand products, so in that respect, I don't spend much money than others. Oh, I see. Right, you always wear same clothes. That's great. That's how you save money. It's not like I'm saving money, but, well, I guess so. I'm starting to understand you a little better. You are ordinary and cute. Oh, am I? People say I'm sloppy or something bad. I'm sorry if you say that out of concern. I guess I have to think a little more. No. Please stay as you are. It's easier for me to talk to you this way. I'm sorry. There are things I have to do, so if you excuse me. Oh, okay. Please say hello to my brother. I'm looking forward to the wedding. Good evening, Emily. Good evening, Suzanne. It's been a while. What's up? I wanted to talk about the wedding. About the wedding? Oh, you want me to help you with something. What is it? I can help you whatever I can. No, it's not like that. I don't want you to attend the wedding. I'll send you an invitation soon, and please submit it as attend. But I don't want you to come on the day of the wedding. What? Why is that? Did I do something rude to you? Not rude, but I don't want you to come because I'm uncomfortable with your presence. What? Uncomfortable? I've been observing you for the past few months. You are the only one in the family who seems poor, aren't you? You wear the same clothes and accessories every time you go out, and you wander around during the day. You say you work from home, but you are as poor as if you had no job, right? That's why I don't want to socialize with you much. That's how you were saying me. Of course. I just can't stand the idea of having a single hand over 30 in my life, plus no job. I can't stand the thought of someone who is just a burden becoming a family member. I definitely don't want that kind of person to attend my wedding. You haven't told my brother, right? Of course not. I can't tell him about this, so please don't tell him either. You don't have to ruin your brother's marriage, do you? I don't want to, but you want to break off relationship with me, right, Suzanne? To be honest, I don't think we could be friends from now on after you've told me this much, so yes, that's fine. I have no intention of getting along with you either. But if there's ever a time when we have no choice but to see each other like at the wedding or funeral, I hope you can make it work. Like Melissa's wedding is coming up soon. I'll act major then, so please do the same for you. Understood. That's fine. I'm glad you understood. If you had rejected me, I would have broken up with him. Are you serious? How serious? I'm sure you already know, but I'm a winner, right? At school or work, I'm only involved with people with the first class. And what if there was someone like you in my family? It would ruin my mood. Well, I'm sorry I made you feel unpleasant. It's okay, only if you understand. Also, I don't want to take care of you when you get old. So please don't pretend on me or Matthew for anything, okay? I'll never lend you money or anything. Yes, I'll promise you that won't happen. I'm glad I found out who you really are too. Then I'll stay out of your life as much as possible from now on, so no worries. Yes, please. I'm so glad I won't have a look at your poor face anymore. Excuse me, Emily. Is it true that you sent $1 million as a wedding gift to Melissa and her husband? Yes, what about it? I mean, who would give such an amount of money for their sister's wedding gift? Perhaps you borrow money to take advantage of me. I don't have any debt. I just gave it to her because I had nowhere else to spend it and I wanted to celebrate. Then do the same for me, huh? Emily, why don't you give a wedding gift for us? We are getting married too, so you should also give it to us, right? Matthew is still your brother. The poor old hag is not allowed to attend the wedding, right? Besides, I have been told by you to break off the relationship, so I'll decline your words too. There's nothing strange about it, right? Where did you get that $1 million in the first place? Perhaps you ask your parents. If that's the case, there's no harm to you, so you should do the same for us. I don't want to say it like this, but I have enough money to live. In fact, I'm single and don't spend much, so I have more than enough. Excuse me, you are like half unemployed, right? You moved out not because you wanted to live alone. Your mother kicked you out because they wanted you to be independent. Huh? Who said that? When we were all having dinner, your mother said, that's just a half joke. Though maybe a bit serious. I like to cook, but I'm not good at cleaning, so what Matthew said, was it true? My brother? I thought it was trying to send $1 million as a wedding gift, so I asked him. Then he said that you're the wealthiest. I don't know if I'm wealthy or not. But like I said before, I'm not having a hard time believing. Why does someone like that wear the same clothes every time? Isn't it because you don't have money to buy clothes? I'm not interested in fashion. I'm too lazy to think what to wear. That's why I go to a friend's store and get a bunch of same clothes. So it's not like I wear the exact same clothes all the time. Then what exactly is your job? You don't get paid for doing nothing, do you? I do a lot of things. I'm trying not to work too much now. I'm more focused on my investment. When I was in my 20s, I worked pretty hard and I didn't sleep. I see. It just doesn't seem realistic, so I can't believe it. Well, I look poor, I always wear the same clothes, and I look like a flat unemployed person. No, I misunderstood everything. I'm really sorry. You don't look poor. It's okay. No need to be sorry. Then, will you forgive me? That's another story, isn't it? And besides, you and I have broken off our relationship. We are just supposed to act like we get along at weddings and funerals, right? That's enough. I'm sorry. I was wrong. So please will you reconsider? I can't. I was just afraid of having an unemployed family member. It's tough to live the life nowadays, right? And I couldn't believe that there was someone in my husband's family who didn't have a job. Of course I misunderstood, but I only hung out with upper class people, so you read my mood. That's what I was told. I'm sorry. I'll get down on my knees or whatever you feel with. So please give us some wedding gifts too. And I think Matthew will be surprised. Because Melissa was given $1 million as a gift and we don't. He will think we're discriminated. Don't you think so? If my brother asks, I will tell him the truth. What? I felt stupid. After all, you found out I have money, and you've changed your attitude. You're still a shit, aren't you? I know this must be shocking to my brother, but I don't need to hide it anymore. Please don't do that! If he finds out that I told you not to attend the wedding, maybe the worst that could happen is breaking up! Didn't you say you'd break up if you didn't cut me out of your life? Then it's fine, isn't it? I don't want to break up. I haven't changed from the first time. You were just looking down on me, weren't you? Yes. Then discuss with my brother. I'm sorry, discuss? Actually, my brother is at my house right now. He told me that you're concerned about the wedding gift because I haven't given you any. He didn't want to tell me about it, but since you look very depressed, so then he knows this conversation. Yeah, he has been looking at it from the beginning. Oh no, you're kidding, right? I'm sorry, it's true. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm really sorry. So please forgive me. Please, please. Like I said before, that's impossible. You can talk to my brother about it. It seems like I'm a low-class person from your aspect, so you don't want to see me look poor anymore, do you? After that, Suzanne and my brother discussed about the future, and they canceled the wedding and got separated. The reason for the separation was because my brother proposed divorce, but Suzanne did not agree to it. And during the separation, my brother asked many people to look into Suzanne and found out that she had been having relations with other guys since they were dating, and they had decided to break up. They broke up because of me, so I feel really sorry for my brother. But he laughed and said he was glad he found out her true color in the early stage. On the other hand, Suzanne was blamed by her parents after the separation. She quit her job and is now living a reclusive life at home. I'm sure it was shocking for her to break up, but I think she deserves it. I only wish she had not done what she did. But to be honest, I am also relieved that my brother did not have to live with someone like her for a long time. I don't think he'll be in a relationship for a while. But I hope that someday he will find someone who is more suitable for him. And I need to get my act together so that I'll be accepted as my family next time. I would like to keep my modesty and not be arrogant as always.
Hey Teresa, have you finally found a place to live yet? Or are you still mooching off mom and dad? I'm only asking because I'm planning to bring Philip to meet mom and dad next week. I was really hoping you'd be out when we came so there wouldn't be any awkwardness. How come you haven't found a place yet? Mom and dad are getting really uncomfortable with you still being there. Ugh, I know. I'm gonna leave as soon as I can, but it's not that easy. And I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around everything that's happened. Now, what do you mean? Wrapping your head around what? To start with, how about that you, my own baby sister, stole my fiancé from me? Or how about all the horrible things you accused me of doing to make me out to be the villain and justify what you did? I'm just still in shock over everything. Oh, please, get over it already. You're getting treated like a villain because you are the villain here. Only someone who knows that they've done something wrong complains about being called out on it. That makes no sense at all, Abriel. What are you even talking about? I make perfect sense. I didn't force Philip to fall in love with me. It just happened. What was I supposed to do? You're so mean to him and nagging all the time about responsibility and other boring things. It's no wonder he didn't really want to marry you. Of course it's all your fault. You may have everyone else fooled, but of all people, you can't fool me. You threw yourself down the stairs and then told everyone that I pushed you even though I was nowhere near you at the time. All I did was tell the truth. I sprained my ankle really bad in that fall. It's pretty heartless of you not to care at all. Of course I care, but it was your own carelessness that made you fall. And then you took advantage of the fact that there was no one around to see to blame it on me. I don't understand how Mom and Dad can believe such an obvious lie. And somehow you were able to use it to paint me as this horrible person and steal Philip from me too. I did not. Philip was already mine by then. He loves me, so of course he was on my side. Is there anything else you need me to explain to you? It seems like you don't have anyone left to be on your side. It would be best if you just disappeared now, okay? Oh, believe me, I understand that. Not one person is willing to see you for who you really are. You know what? I'm done with this. I've been dragging my feet on moving because I was hoping someone would wake up and realize what's going on. But I guess that's not gonna happen. I'll be out of the house today. I can't handle being around any of you anymore. Finally! You've made it perfectly clear. There is not one person that I can rely on in my own family. No one can see the truth even when it's right in front of them. Ugh, excuse me? That's awfully rude of you. You pushed me down the stairs. They are only treating you as you deserve. You can say whatever you want at this point. I'll soon be gone, so nothing you say matters to me anymore. Feel free to say anything your crazy mind comes up with. I'm packing my stuff up now, so leave me alone. Hey, are you finally gone yet? I made an appointment with an apartment manager to view an apartment. Okay, good. You should be out really soon then. It won't take you long to pack, right? It's not like you have anything of value to pack. I have already packed up everything I need to take with me, thanks to someone sneaking into my room and stealing a bunch of my stuff. What? I did not. I didn't steal anything. I only took what you said I could have. It's your fault for buying clothes and stuff that don't look good on you. I'm way prettier than you, so it makes sense that I take it all off your hands. I said someone stole from me. I never accused you of anything. Oh, thank you for the confirmation though. I doubt it'll change anything, but at least I have proof of your theft. Oh my god! Ugh! You are so annoying! Just get out already! I'm leaving now. Good. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with you anymore. Finally, nothing is in my way. Oh, one more thing, Gabriel. Philip has blocked my number, so I need you to deliver a message for me. What? If he doesn't return the $3,000 that he borrowed from me by the end of the month, I'll take him to court over it. What? What? $3,000? Oh, he knows how to get the money to me already, so if you could just give him that message, that would be great. Thanks. If he has any questions, he can send them through you or unblock me and ask for himself. That's ridiculous. Why would he borrow money from you? He works at a major company and makes good money. You barely make enough to live on. There's no way this is true. You're making stuff up because you don't want to let him go. I'm not, and I can prove it. I have a written promise from him to pay it back. Yeah, whatever. You don't have anything. Look, I honestly don't care whether you believe me or not. Just give him the message, okay? I'm sure he'll tell you why he borrowed money from me if you ask him. I'm not telling him anything. Just stop. This isn't a funny joke. It just makes you look desperate and pathetic. Whatever. It's up to you. I'm leaving now. I really hope I never have to return to this place again. Goodbye, Gabriel. Theresa, guess what? I have some amazing news. Philip asked me to marry him. It's okay to reply. You don't have to ignore me. It was so romantic. He proposed while we were walking together on the beach. The sun was going down and, it was just so perfect. It was the sweetest thing ever. Oh, congratulations. Oh, we've already started talking about the wedding. We're planning on a budget of around $50,000? Maybe a bit more when all is said and done. Really? I wouldn't get your hopes up on that. That's a lot of money. Oh, please, you are just jealous. No, I just know that he doesn't have the kind of money and neither does our family. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Stop being such a downer. I know what your negative attitude is really about. Who cares that he has to borrow some money from you before? That's over now, and his financial situation is very different than it was then. Besides, he told me he paid you back a few days after I gave him your message. Oh, did he? Well, I appreciate that you passed along the message. He told me that he only had to borrow from you in the first place because a few unexpected expenses came up. It's pretty cruel of you to hold it over him like you did. It just reveals how self-righteous you really are when you do things like that. That's not what happened at all. Look, Abriel, all I want is a clean break between me and the two of you, and I almost had that. I don't understand why you felt the need to come bragging to me about how happy the two of you are. You've won. Just leave me alone. Oh, well, excuse me for assuming you'd want some time to prepare yourself for the wedding. I guess you'd prefer to just get blindsided by the wedding invitation? Are you serious right now? After all that's happened, I thought I would be the last person you'd want to invite to your wedding. Of course I want you there. We are a family. I wasn't trying to brag about anything. I just wanted to share the news with my big sister. I didn't want there to be any drama if you found out from someone else, so I thought I'd tell you myself. I wouldn't have started any drama regardless of how I found out. I told you, I just want to move on and heal from all of this. Okay, fine. Be that way. Did you need anything else? Well, no, I guess not. I have to get back to work. Oh my god, really? It's Saturday. Why are you working? Are you so poor that you had to get a side gig or something? No wonder you demanded that Philip give you the money. I changed careers and entered the hospitality industry. Weekends are just another day for me now. Oh, I didn't know you changed careers. Thanks to you, I'm actually making pretty good money now. The pay here is higher than where I was working before, and I don't have to pay anything to our parents or help Philip out anymore. What do you mean, thanks to me? Isn't it obvious? If you hadn't betrayed me, I wouldn't be where I am now. I don't think there's anything else to do or say at this point. Bye. Theresa, answer your phone. I need you. Jesus, what do you want? I can't really talk. I'm at work right now. Are you ready to congratulate me? Congratulate you? For what? Is your wedding coming soon? I already congratulated you for that. Yes, it's next Sunday. You did congratulate me when I told you that Philip proposed, but I wanted to talk to you about your wedding gift to us. We're sisters, so $50,000 would be the right amount to give us, I think. I'm sorry, what now? Are you seriously asking me to give you $50,000? Have you lost your mind? Well, you're my big sister. You should want to help me in any way you can. You can't put a price tag on how much sisters mean to each other. Wow, I don't even know where to begin with all of that, but I think I know what's going on here. You finally realized the financial situation that you're in, didn't you? You can't pay the costs for the big, expensive wedding you want, so you expect someone else to hand over the cash. No, it's not that. You're broke. Just admit it. That's not true. I have a little money. No, you refuse to work anything other than a part-time job, so you don't make very much. And what you do make, you like to spend on useless stuff and going out rather than even trying to save. On top of that, Mom and Dad are probably still giving you spending money whenever you ask, even though they really aren't in a position to do that. So you haven't had any reason to ever try and save any money whatsoever, have you? And sure, Philip works for a big company, so you probably thought you could rely on him for some money. But he's only on a temporary contract. That won't last forever. Ugh, how do you know that? Because I was engaged to him first. There's nothing about him that I don't already know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you just found out that temporary employees make a lot less than full employees. That's why you're suddenly scrambling for money days before your wedding. The reason he had to borrow money from me was that he got laid off from a temporary job when the company downsized. He needed help just making ends meet until he got his next temp job assignment. I didn't expect him to be able to pay me back all at once like he did after I told you about the debt. I wonder where he borrowed the money from to make that happen. He said he had the money and he'd just forgotten to pay you back until I said something. Sure he did. Anyways, back to all this about giving you money to pay for your wedding. You went into this assuming that he was going to pay for everything. But he was under the impression that our parents would pay for it since they make a point of appearing to have money even though they don't really. That's about how it went, isn't it? Well, yeah, but it's not my fault. I didn't know that Philip was only a temp. I thought he had a really good salary as a full-time employee, so I never doubted that he would be able to take care of it. You are more to blame than I am. Why didn't you tell me if you knew he wasn't making that much? I had no idea. I feel so lied to. I told you about it when I was engaged to him. And you and I have some friends in common, so I'm sure they mentioned it at some point. No one tried to hide it from you. You just didn't want to hear about it because it was inconvenient. I know I mentioned it to Mom and Dad, and I'm pretty sure you were there too. I told you guys about how he decided not to get married until he was offered a full-time position. But I guess you weren't listening because you were already making plans to stab me in the back. Ugh! You still should have told me! It doesn't matter that he chose me over you. How could you just let me think he had a high-paying job when that's not the case? That's basically the same as robbing me. I didn't know I was with someone so poor that he couldn't even afford a proper wedding. You're a grown woman. Do you really need your big sister to treat you like a child and tell you every little thing? Neither me nor Philip ever made his job status a secret. If you really didn't know, it's because you weren't paying attention. You're really going to try and blame me. Why are you being so mean? If the two of you didn't have a conversation about this before now, that's a problem for the two of you. Not me, not Mom and Dad, no one. Just you. And you're the one that stole him from me in the first place. Anything having to do with Philip became your problem when you did that. At that point, his problems were no longer any of my responsibility. That doesn't change anything! And on top of that, you accused me of pushing you down the stairs and made me out to be a criminal. I was forced to move out because of you. There's no point in trying to point the finger at me. This is 100% your own fault. No, it isn't. You are to blame too. In case it wasn't clear enough, I will not be giving you any money. Not for your wedding or any other reason. No, Teresa, please. I'm your sister. You should want to help me out. Even if I wanted to, I don't have that kind of money to throw around. Please, I'll do anything. If we can't pay for it by Sunday, the wedding will have to be canceled. We've already invited so many people, and it would be so embarrassing to have to cancel at the last minute. Besides, I don't even have enough money for the cancellation fee if it came to that. We have nothing. Please help me just this once. You never have to hear from me again if you don't want to. If you help me, I'll be a better sister. I promise I'll be there for you always. Oh, please, Teresa! After our last conversation, Abriel continued to call and message me, even enlisting our parents and Philip to do the same. Abriel argued that I shouldn't hold a grudge against her and should help her with the wedding expenses. Philip even suggested that we get back together, but in the same conversation, he had the audacity to ask me for money. My parents asked me to come back home, but they also asked for money, so I don't believe their intentions were sincere. Since switching to working in the hospitality industry, I've been making more money. However, it still wasn't enough to give Abriel what she demanded, even if I wanted to. I ended up changing my phone number because they refused to stop harassing me for money. A friend of mine who's still friends with Philip told me that he was cut off from his family when they found out what happened. They didn't like the idea of him trying to squeeze money out of someone through marriage. In the end, I'm glad that I didn't end up marrying him and being forced to rely on him for the rest of my life. I heard that they were only able to pay for half of the cancellation fee for the wedding. My parents ended up having to sell their house for almost nothing because they couldn't keep up with it anymore. My parents and sister moved into an apartment together, but they fight almost every day. The neighbors are constantly complaining about them, so there's a chance they'll be forced to move again. Good riddance.